Hello from Bogota. Today's gonna be kind of a different episode. We're going to go for a ride, meet some very interesting people, and probably reveal a little bit of my future plans. Let's go! Plan for today is to go to Energy Motos to see my friend Edward. And apart from saying hello, there are a couple of very important questions I want to ask him. He's super knowledgeable about everything regarding motorcycles, and I would like to ask him some tips about how it is best to store a motorcycle, whether to leave the gas tank full, whether to use any additives, what about the battery, the alarm, and all that. So let's see what he says. I am leaving Cherry for a few months and I'm heading to Europe for the summer. So I've only got a couple more days to enjoy Cherry's company and hopefully also go for a ride around to one of the nice viewpoints. But it all will depend on the weather, which is pretty unpredictable here. Typical traffic in Bogota. Like, this is not even rush hour. It's 12:30 right now. So I'm going for lunch, and apparently I'm not the only one. Avoiding this traffic on a motorcycle is quite a bit easier than by a car. And we have nearly arrived. Somewhere here, somewhere here. Energy Motos, we're here.
Pleasure again to see you.
And Cherry is very happy to see you again as well.
Okay, I suppose.
We're very happy with the tires, everything we did last
Perfect,
time.
excellent. Traveling around Colombia, you go to the coast, return to the center of the country. Now you are going to leave to Europe.
So now I'm leaving Cherry, my
Okay.
love, for a few months,
More or less, how many months?
4 or 5 months.
Okay, it's not too much time.
My question is, how do I store her in the best way possible so she's very happy when I come back and meet her again?
Perfect. I have some recommendations. First one, and the most important, full of fuel your tank. Full. No space between the top of the tank and the fuel, because the gasoline starts to evaporate and the gasoline starts to lose properties. Second recommendation is disconnect your batteries. Yes, take the positive connector and take off. Put on
Tape, maybe?
exactly tape, it's a possibility, and put around the cable recommendation. Clean all the motorcycles, complete clean, perfect.
You think she's a little bit dirty?
A little bit, a little bit. Has some pieces of dust, yes? But the idea of clean all the motorcycle is have the chain has to be completely clean, yes? And with the chain clean, put a lot of lubricant. Left the chain completely lubricated, full of lubricant, for avoid rusting. Yes, that is the word. Yes, rusting. The third one is where you are going to put your motorcycle. You are going to put your motorcycle in this position with the tires over the floor, over the ground. If that is the case, you have to put your tires with full of air. Full pressure. Yeah, full pressure of air inside the tires. If you are going to leave the motorcycle elevated with the tires over the floor, not touching the floor, you can put the tires in the normal pressure it's normal the tires lose air in that period of time, and it's normal to the tires start to be deflated. Okay. Another question, your oil.
Oil.
The oil of the engine. Okay.
Because now this oil I have used it for 6,000 kilometers, so
Okay.
it's time to change it.
Okay.
So should I change it now before I go, or should I change it when I come back to Colombia?
When you come back.
When I come back.
Why? Because you open the oil, the oxygen starts to oxidate. I believe that is the word.
I think
more or
so.
less. Start to degrade the oil. Right now, you can left your engine with the old oil, and when you return to Colombia, change oil, change filter, and check some elements for the admission, air filter, fuel alimentation, and no more. But right now, left the oil. When you return to Colombia, change.
Well, when I return to Colombia, you're gonna see me.
We are
Energy
happy.
Motos, this is the place to be.
Okay,
Absolutely,
okay.
for sure.
We are happy to work in Cherry. No problem.
Thank you, Edward.
Okay.
See you in a few months. And thanks for all the advice. Thank you.
Bye.
Chao, chao. Cuídate. Que le vaya súper bien. Hasta septiembre.
Cuídate. Chao.
Gracias. Thank you very much, Edward, for your advice. By the way, Edward has also a YouTube channel where he gives a lot of very helpful information about motorcycles and motorcycle maintenance, and I would very much recommend watching his videos. I do it myself quite regularly. His channel is in Spanish, of course, but you can use the subtitles for translation. I'm going to meet with a female rider. She's really cool. She's got a motorcycle themed restaurant here in Bogota, and she also organizes quite a few motorcycle events. So we're going for a little ride. Hola. While Aleja is getting ready, I have found a book. And this is a book by my friend whom I met in Pereira a few months ago, and now he released his book about his travel. It has some really cool tips about what you need to know to travel long term on a motorcycle. And it has some super cool photos as well. ¿A dónde vamos?
Al mirador primero.
Look at her. So now we're going to some kind of really cool viewpoint over Bogota. And let's hope it's not gonna rain on us. The weather looks a little bit unstable. Oops, we lost her. Look at this awesome viewpoint. Aleja, thank you for bringing me here. Woo! So apparently this place is quite dangerous, so we're gonna quickly take a photo and get out of here. Influencers. This rare moment when you have not only a fancy background, but also somebody to film you. Wow, amazing. And now we're going to get some food. Woohoo! Slaloming through the streets of Bogota. Whee! I don't know why, but riding with girls just makes me super excited.
It might sound wrong, but what can I do?
Fruits. A little tour around the center of Bogota. We're getting close to Candelaria, which is probably the most touristy district. We are going to leave the motorcycles on the parking, going for a little walk through Candelaria. Super cute. This is like my favorite Colombian dish, Ajiaco. Ajiaco. Starting to rain. So the rain managed to catch up with us. But we did everything without it. A beautiful viewpoint. A walk through the downtown. Lunch. So now I just have to get home. Last rain of the season. Enjoy it. The next one is gonna be in September. Oof. I'm glad I brought the waterproof jacket. I didn't bring the waterproof pants though. Oh, this is very, very wet. My hopes that this madness would end pretty soon did not come true. Instead, it kept getting worse and worse. The rain was so heavy that I couldn't see anything, and the street turned into a river. At one moment, I was riding through a stream which went up to my knees. I've never seen anything like this. I mean, of course I've seen heavy rain before, but I've never seen a capital city get flooded in no time. Rain which mixes up with sewage water, garbage floating along the streets, and the stream of water is just so strong. There were a couple of times that I was seriously concerned it would just knock me down. Somewhere here was the last time I saw Aleja that day. Because of the rain and all the traffic, we just lost each other out of sight and continued each to our own destination. Luckily, both of us arrived fine. Of course, absolutely wet, cold, and stinking of sewage. Hot shower and warm blanket for the rest of the evening. Ooh, cherry. Last steps. So now we're going to get washed. And then to Cherry's new home for the next month. Getting ready. This is our workplace. Aleona, mucho gusto. Cherry in the hands of Sebastian. Sebastian, what are we doing to Cherry to make sure she's happy during the next few months?
We'll have special wax that doesn't let the dust and the time pass through the paint and through the motor. We're going to make some motor dressing and apply a shield to keep the motor and the metallic parts safe. Lubricate the chain. We're going to take care of that part too. And that's all.
Awesome. Sounds great. Thank you, Sebastian. Look at the detail. They cover the sensitive elements with plastic when they apply the shampoo. Wow. While cherries being washed, I'm here with Alejandro enjoying a coffee. Coffee and motorcycle conversations.
La 890. Gamín, nerviosa, que se puede caer, se puede romper, se disfruta.
My baby, so clean, so shiny. And look what's going on here. Thunderstorm! So I've been here for 2 hours waiting for it to stop to rain to take Cherry to her new home. And of course it's still raining and there is no chance it's gonna stop today. So the new plan is to leave Cherry here at the Black Motor Company until tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow morning it's gonna be nice and sunny, at least dry, and then I'm gonna come back for the Cherry and take her to the garage where she will stay for the next few months. So I want to keep her clean and shiny. Alright, I'm back for the Cherry. The road looks dry. The sky is kind of alright for now, so we have a chance to get to the garage without rain, hopefully. Wish us luck! So now Cherry is super full of gasoline and we're waiting for Alejandro. Still good weather. And we're heading to the garage. He has arrived! Whee! Let's go! Cherry's new home! Goodbye, my love. I miss you already. Luckily, Cherry is already in the garage because we have snow in Bogota. Snow? Oh, of course it's not snow, it's hail, but like, what the hell? Last evening in Colombia, and I spent it with my friend and her family. Family style parques. And I'm going to lose it big time, like always.